Howdy everyone, and welcome to Runt9 Looks at Fell Seal Arbiter's Mark. This is a game that's been on my radar for quite some time now, and it happened to go on sale on Steam here just a little while ago, and so I had to pick it up. The Steam page says that it's a turn-based tactical RPG with a focus on storytelling and strategic battles. And so that's basically right up my alley. I do enjoy classic CRPGs. Divinity Original Sin 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. And just in general, I like turn-based tactics games, as you kind of already know from, spoiler alert, my review on Mortal Glory. You probably also realize that because I stream that game all the time. Epic Battle Fantasy V is a turn-based JRPG, tactical kind of battles there as well. Not in the same way that this will be, but it's right up my alley. As soon as I saw it go on sale, I knew I had to check it out. And so here we are. We're going to dive in and take a look at it together. So I've already kind of poked through the options menu, but I'll kind of show it off real quick. Video, you can do borderless, which is always appreciated. The game does recommend using a controller. I'm not going to unless I realize that I absolutely have to. I certainly prefer mouse and keyboard if at all possible. Graphics, there's just a few little things here to just kind of make sure the UI fits the way that you want it to. But otherwise, there's no other graphic settings, so, and I don't know if we'll end up needing them or not, but definitely light on graphics type stuff. Volume sliders are good, but it is one at a time each direction. You can't type in a number, and you can't like click and scroll or anything like that, at least as far as I could tell. Yeah, mouse wheel doesn't work on that. Gameplay, a few different gameplay options. I'm sure that we will come back in here later, but for now, that's what we got. And then you've got keyboard bindings that also show you what the gamepad binding that it relates to is. And so we'll be using WASD and the mouse as much as we can, unless it gets to a point where it's like, okay, we should probably just use the controller. So let's go ahead and jump into a new game here. Okay, difficulty settings. Recommended mode if you are new to tactical RPGs. Probably want to go with veteran here then. Default setting recommended for players with a solid amount of experience. This mode can be fairly difficult and might not be for everyone. So let's just leave everything on default, but just kind of glance through the settings here. So you can change the injury system. When they fall in combat, have a penalty until they rest. Resting means you won't deploy them during an encounter. Okay, so this is going to be sort of party management, you know, XCOM style of somebody gets wounded, they need to tend to their wounds for, you know, a couple battles at least. Random numbers. So 1 to 100 roll, weighted more in the player's favor. Definitely stick with the 1 to 100. So injury system, you can do none. AP malice. You'll earn less AP. Falling multiple times will further reduce that amount. No, I think benching someone is something that I'm used to. Injuries being permanent seems pretty crazy. And permadeath is something that I definitely would like to turn on like a future playthrough kind of thing. Enemy level scaling, I'm sure that it's just, yeah, we'll leave it default, but I would venture to guess that, yeah, so the no max is they always just scale with your level. I'll leave it on default, but it's definitely like no max is one of the ones that I turn on most games. I prefer they scale with me because I tend to end up grinding on accident and over-leveling everything. Cross stat scaling, this is just, you know, how much does the AI cheat? Leave it on pretty even. Added enemies, so you can add a bunch more enemies or harder enemies. And then gear, passives, counters, use revive, have items, use items. Basically just different ways to control the difficulty of things. Honestly, I love that, and it means that, you know, you could probably do multiple playthroughs of this, changing around these settings to essentially do a New Game Plus kind of thing. Which, I mean, they do have a New Game Plus mode there, but as it is. The beginner, like, it recommends doing some of this stuff. We're definitely going to do a veteran run here. So let's start the game. I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of talking that I will need to shut up during, like this.
An otherworldly beast known as the Maw appeared in Tiora, leaving ruin in its wake. In this time of need, 7 great heroes rose against the threat. The battle was fierce, but the heroes prevailed, and the beast was vanquished. In slaying the beast, the heroes gained the power of immortality. They formed the Council of Immortals to rule over the land and enforce order to prevent such a catastrophe from ever happening again. But powerful as the Immortals may be, they are few. Thus, they created the Order of Arbiters to enforce their will and protect the land. As agents of the Immortals, Arbiters wield absolute authority. They are judge, jury, and executioner. But in time, the Order of Arbiters has grown complacent and corrupted. Could
Shocking.
a threat as dire as the ancient beast itself be looming over Tiora?
Power corrupts? Who would have guessed? We'll also probably have to move the camera around to find the right spot for it so that we're not blocking anything. So, as far as I can tell, it's definitely, you know, kind of anime-ish, but it's also, you know, this top-down isometric view that we're very used to in CRPGs. And so, I'm not necessarily going to read everything out loud, but I am going to try not to skip lore since this game is really focused on the story. So, negotiation is an equally important skill. Yeah, so obviously social stuff matters. So we are meeting Raynor here. Did you hear that? Help, please, anyone. There's an alley ahead and someone's in danger. Well, okay then. Rip. That also seems really loud. So we need to turn the game sounds down if at all possible. No, I don't want to skip the cutscenes. I want to turn the audio down. So I'm going to handle this over in OBS for the moment. Even though I know the music is probably going to be super quiet now. Okay, so are we starting the game with some combat? Objective, defeat Alphonse. Okay, so in the deployment phase, we decide which allies will join the battle. You can place characters on the glowing cyan tiles until the unit limit has been reached, shown in the top left corner of the screen. Sometimes specific characters will automatically join the battle and can't be removed. Contains list of buttons you can currently use. Using a mouse, you can click on them to activate them. Left button is arm key. Help, you can press the help, enter the help screen, get relevant information. You can disable all the tutorials and options. Okay, so we can move the camera around with mouse. And we can also move around with WASD. That actually moves that around. Okay, so we'll want to move the mouse, or use the mouse to move the camera. We can place a unit with space. Groups menu is G, next ally, blah blah blah. I'm assuming that we don't have anybody else that we can place. Oh, we can deploy Virgil out of nowhere. Okay. So I'm assuming let's actually have him go there, facing that direction. And I'm assuming that's all that we can really do. Groups menu. From this menu, you can manage your units, including changing their equipment, classes, abilities. You can also access crafting, check your items, sort your units, and many more options. Look at the bottom right of the screen to see all the options. Explore away. So let's take a little bit of a closer look at the character design here. So it looks like we've got 5 different people we start with, which is pretty neat. We've got Kyrie, a level 2 mercenary / mender. We've got Raynor, a level 2 scoundrel. Anadine is a level 1 mercenary, Virgil is a level 2 wizard, and Lena is a level 2 mender. So tell me what these stats mean. So we've got the character portraits, that's fine. Name of the character, level, XP. We've got the class combinations, so you've got class and subclass. The subclass comes from the secondary abilities set that the character has selected. Okay. We've got HP and mana. So, what do they call it? It's MP. So it is mana. HP, they reach 0, they will fall in battle. When they fall, they sustain an injury. An injury will lower all stats until it sits out enough battles. Mana, using special abilities, a character will start the battle with 0 mana and automatically recover 10 each turn. So we can't expect to walk into a battle and immediately use an OP ability. We've got attack, mind, speed, defense, resistance, and evasion. So attack is physical damage. Sweet and simple. Mind is magical prowess, so that's for magic damage. Speed is speed in combat, obviously, so faster they get to go in combat, easy enough. Defense is resistance to physical damage, resistance is resistance to magical damage, and evasion is chance to dodge. I don't know that I care to read all that right this second. Down here we've got movement, so amount of spaces character can move in a single turn. Jump, height that they can jump. Then crit chance, easy enough. Critical hits by default do 1.5x, simple enough. And then resistances, I'm assuming it won't let me hover over this. Okay, hold on. Elemental resistances, so there's water, fire, earth, thunder, dark, and holy. Positive means less damage taken, negative means more damage taken. So this is actually, the resistances is basically exactly the way that Epic Battle Fantasy V has been doing it. So very simple there. Swimming, this character is able to swim, and I'm sure there will probably be other icons down here as necessary. And so we can kind of, first let's turn help off, and then we can use Z and C to look at different things. So we've got different kinds of equipment. They can have up to 6 different pieces of gear. You may fill the 6 slots as you wish, although there are basic restrictions, only 1 headpiece, 1 body piece, etc. So you can only have 1 of the same type of thing, except I'm sure you can have like as many rings as you want. We've got debuff immunities. There's poison, bleed, blind, root, mute, slow, charm, berserk, sleep, cripple, attack down, mend down, defense down, resist down, weaken. So lots of different debuffs to look at. What do Y and H do? That lets you go through different things. So we've got like an axe, shield, fur cap. So a bunch of different things there. We've got mercenary. So this is your skills that you've got. So field aid, restore 0.6x. So it's going to be like a lot of these types of games where it's a multiplier times a particular rating. So in this case, it's 0.6 times our mind skill. It's got a range. It's got a shape, which in this case is single target. It's a skill versus none. It removes poison, bleed, mute, cripple, sleep. Forceful strike deals attack damage and pushes target away. Depending on the terrain, this could have interesting results. So we could knock somebody off a bridge, or I'm sure knocking them into a wall might do more damage. We've also got Mender. Panacea removes all debuffs, passives, and counter. So already I can see that there's a lot of depth to the customization. I also see that there's crafting and inventory as well. Crafting menu, you can use components to create stuff. The RDY column shows how many recipes you can create. You obtain a new component, new recipes may become available. So we're not actually going to jump into that right now since we can't do any crafting. And we won't do any of the rest of this right this second. Let's just jump into a battle. We've got Lena in here as our wizard. We've got Anadine and Kyrie already. Let's just start the battle, shall we? Yeah, let's proceed. Begin. By lawful degree of the Arbiters, I order you to lay down your weapon and surrender. Now. You are an Arbiter? This is even more tiresome than I thought. Ireland, exterminate these pests for me and you will receive a tidy bonus. At once, Lord Alphonse. Actually, I can guarantee you that he wouldn't sound like that. As you wish. Anadine, it looks as though you were about to face your first real battle. Yes, I see. I'm ready, Captain. I'm sure you are, but why don't we quickly review the basics, just to be safe? In Felseal Arbiter's Mark, combat is turn-based. Every unit will get an individual turn where they can move and or take an action in any order. You can see the global turn order at the top of the screen. So far, I'm not blocking anything, so we'll ignore the camera for now. The unit can move up to a maximum amount of tiles every turn, shown by the movement range. The movement is also restricted by terrain, and units can only reach tiles that are within their vertical movement range. Height of tile is shown in the top left corner of the screen. A unit can take a single action. The list of all their actions will be shown every turn for you to choose from. Actions include everything that isn't your movement, such as attacking using an ability, etc. For example, attack deals 1x physical damage with equipped weapon. Now then, let's deal with this scum. So, we've got Move, Attack, Warcraft, Holy Magic, Item, and End. Warcraft, abilities of the Mercenary class. These Fighter, and then Holy Magic is from Mender. The Warcraft, that's where our Field, Aid, and Forceful Strike comes from. So we've got Holy Magic, that's where our Panacea is. So, one of the big questions I have is... Okay, so free navigation is how you go back to this. You can jump between the different allies, Q and E, foes R and F. Simple enough. Tab to cancel. So the biggest thing I want to know is, can I split up my movement? By that, I mean, can I move, attack, and then move again? So let's dive right in. We'll jump over here and then attack this direction. Firm. Name sounds are definitely still loud. Attacks from the sides deal more damage than from the front, and attacks from the back deal even more damage. Taking advantage of this mechanic will be crucial to victory. At the end of your turn, you will get to select your character's facing. Try not to show your back to the enemies, as they will also deal damage from sides and back. Obviously, yes. Okay, so you get move and attack, but you cannot split up your movement. So definitely something to keep in mind. The Warcraft Forceful Strike. I think what I'm going to do here is move up here and then knock this guy back by 1 with the Forceful Strike. That way it makes it harder for him to get a flanking attack on us. He did not get knocked back on that one for one reason or another. Okay, so flanking is a thing that is just automatically going to occur. Alright, I need options menu so I can fix the sound. Let's turn the master volume all the way down to 20, and then we'll crank the music volume back up. Alrighty, and then let's go back over to OBS, drag this back up to where I usually have it. So this is probably going to be a little bit longer of a Runt9 Looks At, just because there's a lot going on here. But so far, so good. Not gonna lie. Elementalism. So we've got Water 1 and Fire 1. So those are small areas. They do a cross shape. So it hits one square and all squares surrounding it in an orthogonal direction. Details shows you the HP bars, which is something that I think I would prefer to have on all the time. Right-click cancels. So I think we would want to probably move over here. Then let's see about maybe dropping one of these right here. Then we can damage both of them. Alright, decent damage. Then definitely face this way. Okay, so we cannot get around behind him. We can get around on this guy from the side. I think that's what we're going to do with her. And go for... Actually, I'm curious. If we Forceful Strike, can we Forceful Strike him into the flaming barrel and light him on fire? Not quite. Actually, we'll just straight up kill him. That works too. And then you cannot move around behind him, unfortunately. But you can move around beside him and smack him in the face. Or smack him in the side of his face. Alright, so far, so good as far as the tactical combat is concerned. I want to see a little bit of depth to the character customization, if at all possible, but I don't know how quickly we'll get there. So we got snakebite oil, axe, we got some ability points, which is probably how we deal with leveling up, and I would venture to guess that that's the next thing the tutorial is going to walk us through. Yeah, make my phone go quiet. What's this? You didn't tell me we were going to a party. Rainer, at last, weren't we supposed to meet an hour ago? We could have used your help with these thugs. No matter. This gentleman kept us company, and now we will show our gratitude by providing him with a nice, comfy cell. You cannot be serious. Do you not know who I am? I am a lord, Lord Alphonse to be precise. As a nobleman of the realm, I command you to release me. Playing an unarmed man, attempting to eliminate the witnesses to your foul crime, and now resisting lawful arrest. There are limits to the privileges of nobility, as you are about to learn. An arbiter and a simpleton, I see. Very well. Let us proceed with the farce if we must. Bring me to the arbiter's chapter house for my trial. ... Are you suddenly struck dumb as well as simple? The Knight's Chill does not agree with me. Make haste and escort me to the chapter house, wench. Well then, this guy's a bit of a jerk. Thinks he's better than us. So we're making a detour in Illuster. We'll click through this a little bit quicker, because I want to try to get to see, like, what do we do with these ability points here? Outrageous. Simply. Gems are truly, truly outrageous. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, no, I get it. He is a punk, and we are holier than thou. I understand. Alright, so we've got a bit of an overworld map here. Journey may be treacherous. We should stop at the local guild here in Gelling, hire more hands for the road. An extra recruit would go a long way. Okay, so let's go to the troops menu. When one of your characters has earned enough AP to purchase an ability, the level up icon will be shown over their feet. If the icon is moving, it means you can learn a new ability since you last checked them. So let's take a look at what this looks like. Okay, so we can do equipment, abilities, class change, and sort unit. Curious what class change looks like. Oh, okay. You can change your unit's current class to any class you currently have access to for that unit. New classes will become available as you learn more abilities from your current classes. You can change as many times as you want, so feel free to experiment. It's very Divinity style, where you can basically just change what you have anytime you want. So I am covering up a little bit here. We're going to bring the camera down maybe over here. See how that works. So there's a few different classes. We've got Mercenary, Stuff, Wizard, Vendor, Scoundrel. And it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to unlock. Okay. And then if we look at some of these abilities, we've got a pretty linear skill tree, it looks like, but with quite a bit of stuff going on here. Okay. So the skill trees do seem to be fairly straightforward, but I would venture to guess that these, like, do branch out more as time goes by. And if we go straight to abilities, we can set abilities. On top of the regular abilities unit has access through their current class, they can also select a secondary set of abilities taken from any other class they have access to. You'll automatically use the 2 passive abilities that your current class provides after you unlock them, and then you can select up to 2 passive abilities and 1 counter from any of those you know. Don't be afraid to experiment and create a unique unit that suits your own playstyle. So from class, we have Heal and Panacea. We don't have any passives unlocked yet. And then we can grab custom ones from anything else that we know. Very, 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 very cool. I cannot say that enough. Learn abilities. So AP will be earned for your selected class and not your subclass through participating in combat. Characters not in combat receive a smaller portion of the AP earned by those in combat. Additionally, everyone learns a small amount of AP for classes their allies are using through Vicarious Learning bonus. We have a little bit for Mercenary, a lot for Mender, and a tiny bit for Wizard. So if we go look at Mender, we've got a passive here. Every time the character uses a single target healing ability or item on a target other than themselves, they are healed for half that amount. Right away, I'm telling you, I want that. I don't have the AP for it. So we're going to move along here. Honestly, I don't think I want to experiment too much with it. I do want to see a little bit of what the traveling looks like, but good to know that's kind of what the customization looks like. And obviously you've got a fairly open and vague loot system as well. We'll press on just a little bit further, see a little bit more of what the game has to offer, but so far, super digging it. This is right up my alley, and I think that this game is going to need probably a YouTube playthrough. We could probably put this right at the end of Epic Battle Fantasy V as our next main playthrough. I do end up liking it, playing a little bit more on my own time. This looks potentially dangerous. What's going on over here? So basically, they want us to hand over our prisoner. I'm gonna say no on that. This rich fop will pay us handsomely for his freedom. Hand him over and 20% of the fee is yours to divide amongst yourselves. No one need ever know an arbiter was involved in our little transaction. I get what I want, you get paid, and your reputation remains as spotless as the Illuster's peak. Win-win-win. Is there a fourth win I'm missing? So I'm assuming we will have a choice of, do we want to be corrupted here? So, looks like we're jumping right into a battle here. And so we didn't have an option to be corrupted there. So I would venture to guess that this is probably the way that things are supposed to go, is you don't have much of a choice if you want to be good or bad, or corrupted or uncorrupted. Which, I mean, honestly, is fine. So Virgil and Lana are both more ranged characters, so we'll just drop them down here at the back, and we'll start the battle. Works for me. Okay, so Trickery, we have Dirty Hit, which deals damage and has a chance of inflicting blind. Counts as a regular attack and will use the equipped weapon. So tell me what blind does. Reduces the unit's accuracy drastically. Deal gold point, so a little bit less damage, but has a chance of dealing gold. Well, I think that moving up a little bit is probably in our best interest. But let's leave him here where his flank can be covered. I think there's any of these. We could throw a rock. Only range 3. So I think we'll probably just end our turn here. Facing that way. Oh, so they also have these beasts as well. Okay. Items don't work the same as they do in most games. Okay. Use an item. Any character can use items simply by selecting the item's command in their actions list. Notice items have a count next to them. That count is the maximum amount that can be used in a single battle and is shared across the whole team. At the start of every battle, item counts are automatically refilled to their maximum amount for free, so don't hold back on using them as needed. Oh my god. That is so good. So I am so very incredibly happy that the Estus Flask idea from Dark Souls is starting to catch on, where instead of items being consumables that have too good to use syndrome and so you never use them and you finish the game with just like armfuls of potions, it's the game is balanced around you using items. You are expected to use items and it gets recharged at a regular interval. So like it looked like we had 2 uses of potions automatically. Yeah, we've got 2 potion uses, a revive use, a rock throw, and a debuff removal. And those are recharged every single battle. That's amazing. Already in love with the system that this game has going on so far. I think I want to move up here and in turn this way. So heal and panacea, nothing to do there. We'll just move up over here. And I should probably get used to the keyboard commands. Yeah, let's move. You're going to want to be up here pretty close into battle. 6 end. So they're going to get to move a bit, but I don't think any of them will be able to attack yet. So they're kind of coming in, getting ready for a flank. Can we move and get in range to attack this one? So can we inspect this person to see... Free navigation. Okay, so you can hover over them to see their resistances. They don't have any. So it doesn't matter which one we use. We cannot get in range to use a fire attack, unfortunately. So can't use a rock either, so I think we'll just end our turn here and face that way. That's fine. They have more reinforcements waiting below. If one of us stands directly upon it, that should keep it sealed against any new enemies. Interesting. So we need to get all up on that trapdoor to stop reinforcements from coming in. We can come around and stab this person in the back, but that leaves us pretty wide open to get attacked by at least one of them. I think it's worth a shot, even though it's really, really dangerous. And then probably let's go for a dirty hit here. Go for the blind. Good hit, did get the blind off. Good stuff. And then, I mean, yeah, we'll turn that way. I figure we're probably going to get stabbed in the back here. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. And then maybe we just come around and hit this person in the side. We've got field aid and forceful strike. Holy magic is remove debuffs. I think we just go for a basic attack here. Good damage. And probably stay turned this direction. Alright, can we get in range? Heal has a 0 to 5 range, so yeah, let's just move up by 1. Actually, let's move up right there. Then use heal on Rainer. Since he took a pretty good shot from that monster thing. And yeah, we'll stay turned that direction. So this person is, like, got their pick of the litter as far as what flank they want to take. The tactics in this game, having the flanking be what it is definitely going to make this a lot more interesting than what I'm used to. My ideal scenario is, and you'll hear me say this in every turn-based game ever, if you can kill somebody, kill them. And so I think getting Irma off the map early is still going to be our best option here. Knocking Irma back one, I believe, makes it to where, yeah, we might be able to get around her and get a backstab. So let's go for the forceful strike. Knock her back this way. And I would say moving up this way. And yeah, I mean, that does leave both of their backs exposed. Let's do that. Then her back isn't exposed at all. And then elementalism, can we get there from here? We can. So let's try to finish her off. 19 HP, so one fire attack should do the trick. Well, we haven't seen the water attack. Let's see what that one looks like. Go for the kill here. It looks like ice shards. Works for me. And then let's just move up over here and turn this way. Yeah, easy backstab. That did, like, a ton of damage. In fact, did that knock her entirely? It looks like she's knocked down. I don't know if that's, like, actually a status effect. But, he is very hurt right now. We do not have an easy backstab on anyone except Rurud. Uwu. We unfortunately cannot get up on the cellar door. I think we need to take this guy out first. So how about we start working on that process? Trickery, dirty hit still seems good. Go for the lowered accuracy here. And yeah, I would say turn that direction. Oh, lucky miss. Oof. How dare you? Alright. Panacea is not a heal. Field Aid isn't going to heal very much. So, if we could... Yes, we can get over there. We can actually get up on the cellar. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And then we're just going to go for a regular attack on Shun here. And we leveled up, apparently. Oh, you know what? We should have used a healing potion there. Yeah, we can't do much there. Well, heal is not quite in range, and I don't know... Yeah, so we are blocked from moving in there. Our physical damage is obviously weak, since we are meant to be more of a healer-type person. I think our best bet is probably to just move over here and try to heal... Now, we would need to be able to heal him. Alright, well, I kind of screwed up, but let's just throw a rock at this enemy. And face that way. Unsurprisingly, able to get a backstab and knock her down entirely. Okay, so she has fallen. She will be available again next battle, but all of her stats are going to be knocked down by 10% until it wears off. It can also be revived using items, although they still receive the injury no matter what. Okay. Well, I tell you what's going to happen is this person is getting backstabbed. That's an easy decision. Good damage. So we need to play a heck of a lot safer than we did at first. Needless to say, this was a very, very poor way to do this. We're going to want it to be... because of the way we set things up, we can't hit anywhere that doesn't hurt both of them. So revive Kyrie over here, please. And stay turned that way. Alright, so on this turn order marker is when enemies are going to pop up from here. So I want to not be here any longer. That would be ideal. And so I think what I'm going to do is run over here, attack here. We're not going to get a kill, unfortunately. And this guy is the next one to go. So my man's is going to take some damage. I don't think there's anything we can do about it. But let's at least take the beast to the face. Okay, the beast went for her instead. That's good for us. Rurud is going for the kill. Okay, so we wasted a revive, something I'm very used to from EBF5. If you haven't been watching that series. Let's get some healing going on Raynor over here. It healed 30 HP, decent bit. And, I mean, yeah, just go ahead and actually stay right where you're at, as a matter of fact. And you... How about you go try to finish this person off? Back and get the kill, please. So we weren't able to stop the reinforcements, unfortunately. We drop some fire on this guy? Yes, we can. Good. Good, 30 damage. I'm perfectly happy ending right there. And, I think probably going for the flank here and staying a little bit safe is probably the best way to do this. Oh, there's thorns over there, as it turns out. Well, that's fun. So an extra enemy came around, unfortunately, and our Mender got knocked pretty hard there. So they weren't kidding around when they said that this was a difficult game. Not gonna lie, I am having a rough time with this battle. But I'm also having a lot of fun. I mean, you can tell how intense I'm getting, and that should probably just immediately speak to how good I think the game is. Is that I'm just in the zone, enjoying the commentary, having a lot of fun with the game, even though I'm absolutely getting slaughtered at the moment. Alright, what are we looking at HP-wise? You're close to dying. You need 21 damage. You are weak to fire. This person is an easy backstab, but then we kind of leave ourselves open. I think going for the flank on this one may be our best bet. No, I don't like that. Let's play it more safe, maybe? Honestly, I just have no idea what's going to be best here. Let's try to go for the kill. I don't think we'll get it. Okay, we did. Good. They have low defenses, fortunately. And, yeah, just turn that direction. Elementalism, fire. They're weak to fire, so that's just obviously exactly what we're going to do. They also got damaged by thorns, which is good for us. And yeah, if I do that, then they can't flank him. That's an easy flank, obviously. Oh, okay. So there is a similar knockback style thing to what goes on in Mortal Glory, where you can hit someone into someone else to do damage. Certainly a huge fan of that. I think this is a potion type situation. Can we use an item and still use our magic? No. So you basically, D&D style, you get a move action and a regular action. I'm sure there will probably be like bonus action type stuff in the future as well. I think moving her into this back corner, since we're kind of, I mean, backed into a corner here, is likely our best bet. So this guy and this guy are the closest to dying. Gun has 51 HP. Probably coming around and getting... Well, I mean, backstab is probably a good idea, though, is the thing. I think that's the route we're going to go here. Knocked him down. I think stay this direction, because Shun is not getting an attack again. Yeah, Shun will be dead. Our wizard type fella, Virgil, got into a little bit of trouble there. But Now we are set up to actually hit 2 enemies with a water spell here. AoE certainly seems good. We got 1 kill and damaged the other one. And yes, stay turned that direction. Another enemy has come out of the cellar. Alright, so we are losing our troops left and right here. I guess just go for a heal on our ally here. And end. Not really anywhere that we can go that isn't going to be problematic. So move here. Get the backstab, I guess. I think it's entirely likely that we lose this battle. Oh, the thorns is they do damage back. Okay. I understand now. Good miss. Glad that that happened. Go ahead and heal yourself. And there's no moving you can do, so we'll just end turn here. Facing that way, sure. Which of you is closer to dead? The beast is. So we're gonna come around. Probably just go right there. Go for the backstab kill. Found more snakebite oil. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, keep your back turned that way. So I'm glad that she got a chance to heal. That person got to go again, which is not that great. This is a heal type situation. And it seems like we're not like outrunning our mana. Like that takes 6 mana, we gain 10 mana every turn. And I always do appreciate when you don't outrun your mana because it just makes the game a lot less fun, my personal opinion. So neither of them have taken much damage at all. I think I'm just going to go for backstabs whenever possible. And at this point, like, I do fully expect to die. Because they're just going to keep trying to work on our healer here. As expected. So I don't know if we're supposed to lose. I'm going to venture to guess that we are actually, like, able to win. But it looks like that we're probably going to take the L on this one. Which, I mean, it's totally fine that that's the case. I certainly understand that, like, this is a little bit different from every other tactic-style RPG game like this I've ever played before. Certainly doesn't make it any less fun. I will say that much. So we could potion, but it's really just going to delay the inevitable. I'm going to come back here, stab this person in the back, and hope for a kill, and then just hope for a lucky dodge, honestly. Pretty much all you can hope for here. We got the kill. Dodge it. 3, 2, 1, dead. Okay. Well, I had a great time. This is Fell Seal Arbiter's Mark. You can go pick it up on Steam. I can almost guarantee you that at this point, I'm going to play a little bit of this game on my own time, and I would expect this or something else, but probably this, to be what we play after Epic Battle Fantasy V is over. It's not roguelike, so you can pick up from your last save. There is that, but man, this is a great game so far. Tactics, the strategy involved in the combat is fantastic, but also class customization. It feels like it's a little bit weak on the number of abilities, but the way you can switch between everything is fantastic. The consumables recharging every battle seems fantastic. So far, glowing recommendation. Definitely want to take a closer look at it. You can expect to see a Runt9 reviews on this probably later this month. And yeah, Fell Seal Arbiter's Mark, great game. Go check it out. For now, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, let me know by hitting that like button or leaving a comment with your feedback. In addition, you can subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this in the future. Also, I stream Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time over at twitch.tv/Runt9plays, and you can find me on Twitter at Runt9plays if you would like to stalk me even further. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.